read the newspaper because it's garbage. And the editor that let it come out is garbage. Attacking an amateur athlete for doing everything right. And then you want to write articles about guys that don't do things right and downgrade them, the ones that do make plays. Are you kidding me? Where are we at in society today? Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40. I'm just sad. Don't get upset. Let's get to the bottom of it. I'm just saying, don't you take it personally.
Yo, everybody, what's going on? You're listening to I'm Just Sayin with Justin Werley. This is episode 40, in case you haven't realized that already. This podcast is 40 episodes old. And like most things, as it advances with age, just turns to shit. Turns to shit is what it does. That's what I say. You know what also happens when you get older? You gotta take pills. Yeah. Well, most people, and no sip of beer for the working man at this point in time of the day, because got early Easter dinner with the family. So will not be drinking. But here's a nice, refreshing sip of water. Ooh, it's almost good as beer. Almost as good, except for not as good at all. But you also don't want to take pills with alcohol. Although, well, what are you going to do? These aren't anything that's going to do anything bad to you when you drink and take them. But I will tell you, and if my voice is a little, Adrian, I just want to go the distance with creep. What would my house stink? What would my house stink? I stink! Remember when Mick slaps him in the stairwell, Rocky? He slaps him in the stairwell on the one side of the face where he has like a weak eye that can't see well. As if I needed to explain what a weak eye was. And then he goes, and that was from a broken down old man. What do you think the champ's gonna do to you, kid? I don't know, hurt me bad. He's gonna hurt you permanent! Anyway, one of my favorite scenes. When you get older, most people don't have to take these pills until they're probably 60, 50, maybe. This guy right here is 32 and already taking, well, let's get the first one out here. Gout pill. Yeah, that's right. 32 years old. And I get gout. You know why? Because I eat a lot of red meat. I eat a lot of meat. I'm into meat. One of my hobbies is meat. And, fuck, I gotta sneeze. Oh, Jesus. It went away. Nothing. There it was. Okay. Yeah. Most people don't get gout until they're old as fuck. Me, however, I drink a lot of beer, I eat a lot of red meat, so that fucks me right there. Then I got the old, two blood pressure pills, so I don't have a stroke from eating said red meat and drinking said alcohol, and I don't know if that's the whole thing, but no, and I could stand to lose a few pounds here, and yeah, so the two blood pressures, I got the, and then the acid reflux, because if I look at a tomato sauce, I will instantly throw up a little in the back of my throat and burn my esophagus. And then you gotta take the vitamin D. It's good for bone, teeth, muscle, immune system health. Ugh. Tub of shit's falling apart, I'll tell you that. But I'm fixing things, people. I'm turning things around. Let me just take these real quick. Let Pappy take his pills. Let Pappy... I have to take my pills. sip of Deer Park for the working man. No deer pissing in my water. 100% natural. Oh, great. We didn't filter this. It's really from a park with deers in it. That's right. I said deers. So yes, this podcast is 40 episodes old. And since we've been up on iTunes, I've seen a little bit of a spike in listeners. We went, I won't really give away particulars because it's not really impressive in the big scheme of things. But as I sniffle, god damn, my sinuses are fucking terrible. I've seen a significant increase. About, I don't know, maybe 40 to 50 new downloads since I posted that we're on iTunes. Actually, probably like 70 new downloads. But, so thank you for listening to the show. I will continue to be a self-destructive asshole, and I hope it is all for your enjoyment. But as far as getting older, by the way, I think right now the drink count for you people is probably 2 or 3 already. And it was unmolested. They were unmolested ums. So, to get this tub of shit back together, I've actually started going back to the gym. And it's a humbling experience because I never used to go to the gym a ton. But all right, hold on. I'm gonna blow my nose because it's driving me nuts, so I can only imagine how it's probably gonna drive you people crazy. And we're back. Okay, so I was talking about going back to the gym and how it was a humbling experience. Yeah, I never used to lift a ton, but I was always like, I lifted enough to maintain what muscle I did have when I did put in a lot of time, if that makes sense. Well, I haven't done a goddamn thing in the gym for fucking years. I'd lift once or twice here and there over the years, but never consistently. And the first day back, you can't lift the same damn weights you used to. That's what I found out. But when I was lifting for my save the date photos for our wedding, I burned my arms out like crazy. Like I did a ton of biceps and a ton of triceps because I knew that's really all that would be exposed in the pictures. So I burned the fuck out of my arms. And the first day wasn't bad. Second day wasn't bad. But as the week went on after that, dude, I couldn't even fucking extend my arms. I was so sore and stiff. And I was like, I don't want to get like that. Because when you get like that, you don't want to go back to the gym. A little soreness is okay. But you don't want to burn yourself up to, oh, fuck that. I'm not going until I feel better. Well, that could be a week. And then after a week, you're like, do I really want to go back? So I went to the gym 4 days this week. Yeah, that's right, 4 days. I used to only do 3 days a week. Did 4 this week. It's right near where I work. And we'll see if I can't push a few more years out of this fucking... It's so ticker here. So we'll see what happens. And let me just make this clear. By a few more years, I don't mean I'm predicted to die soon. I just mean at the end of whatever my number of years of life is, I'm hoping to tack a few more on there. We'll see what happens. I can't tell you that I'm going to change too much about lifestyle other than, I'm going to work out and exercise. But maybe a little less drinking would be good and a little less shit food. A little. I can't promise anything on the weekends because I'm a fucking delinquent on the weekends. But maybe during the week, you tighten things up a little bit. I don't know. I'm sure that was amusing and entertaining for all of you people. Probably not. Probably boring. But that's what's going on with me. What's going on with you people? Hey, if anybody out there knows how to add a video element to a podcast to where I can use Sony Acid Music Studio 10.0 and incorporate the video to the audio, sync it up somehow. Somebody, if you know what you're doing out there, email me. For now, my email will be justinwerley@yahoo.com. I'm looking at buying my own domain space, so that could change. But Anybody that has any information on how to do that and not spend a goddamn fortune on it, just something simple, let me know. JustinWerley@yahoo.com. So, and of course the cat comes in here. Huh? Yeah, that's right. Make the pussy scream. No, okay, that was weird. Sip a Deer Park for the working man. All right, let's go on to the news. News. I don't know if anybody... Oh, that was an unmolested I don't know if anybody watched is a Philadelphia sports fan, but we really shit the fuck bed this weekend. Sixers just got fucking worked against the Nets yesterday. I think it was 111-101. Terrible fucking game. They're babying Joel Embiid, and even when he's in there, they're making stupid fucking plays. Hopefully they can turn that around. When's the next game? Is there next game today? ESPN.com. You don't want to miss breakfast at Augusta with Tiger. Okay, don't give a fuck. I'm sure my brother cares about this. My brother loves golf. Apparently Tiger Woods is tied for second. Tied for second in the Masters at Augusta. I think that's the Masters. It doesn't matter. I don't care. NBA schedule. Let's see what we got here. Sunday. No, they play next on Monday night at 8 o'clock. So that means this guy will be in bed by the time that game is over. So, they got smashed. The Phillies lost 10-1 or 10-2 last night. Their pitching is awful, and it seems like their offense is getting a little inconsistent. But they need to be able to win those one-run games. So, I mean, if you score 2 runs, you hope your fucking pitching shuts them down and lets in less than 2. It's going to be a long year for the Phillies. They're going to have some really exciting, fun games, and they're going to have games where the bullpen and the pitching just shits the bed. It's going to be off and on, inconsistent all year. It's going to be like a bipolar person. The Phillies are very bipolar. Okay, let's check up on the news. Chaos at Walmart. Well, we'll end with that because I think that's going to be a good one. Because the other ones are not good. Dutch fertility doctor secretly fathered 49 children. DNA tests results reveal. That's creepy. A Dutch fertility doctor who was accused of impregnating patients with his sperm without their consent fathered 49 children. Jan Carbat. Hey, you want to go down there to the Carbat sperm clinic there? The Fertley clinic? The Fertley? Who died in April 2017 at the age of 89, impregnated patients at his clinic in Bijdrop, near Rotterdam, which is what most of their vaginas looked like. A port city in South Holland, the BBC reported. Big black cock. The clinic shuttered in 2009. I guess that means closed. DNA test results were announced Friday after the court ruled to release the dude's DNA, which was taken off items like a toothbrush. A group of doctors suspected children and their parents took doctors suspected children. A group of the doctors suspected children and their parents took him to court in 2017 following suspicions that they may all be related. Now, why? The doctor inseminated his patients with his sperm instead of using that of chosen donors. DNA test. What kind of weird fetish is that? I want a bunch of kids, but I don't want any responsibility. I guess that's what I don't know. Ooh, maybe jerked off thinking of what it would really be like to come in these women. I don't know. I'm sure they might not do it like that. I don't know. DNA test showed that Carbat fathered 49 children, according to the Defense for Children International, which helped the case. Many of the children are now in their 30s. Tim Buters, a lawyer who represented the children, told the Dutch broadcaster NOS that there's finally clarity for the children who are matched. A search of 11 years. After 11 years, I can continue my life. I'm glad I finally have clarity. I don't know. Would it matter? I mean, you're a test tube baby at that point, right? Nothing against it. Sometimes you have to do that. But does it really matter who your father is at that point? Like, who donated? Now, if you're a man and a woman and you're married and you're trying to have a baby and they have to, for some reason, your sperm dies before it gets to the egg or something like that, like whatever the hell it might be, and they have to physically impregnate her, what do they take one sperm and smash it into the egg? Just get in there! Just like kick it in with a fucking Doc Marten boot? I don't know, what do they do? But if that's the case, if you're the father, and you think it's your sperm impregnating your wife, yeah, there I could see it being a problem. But does it really? I mean, I guess the woman is picking the donor by, good genes, maybe intelligence. I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot that goes into it. I'm sure I'm really, really underrating the importance of choosing the sperm that impregnates your body, which makes you have a child. So, yes, this guy, for some reason, wanted his cum in a lot of broads, and he found a way to get it done. Fucking creativity genius. Creativity genius. Yeah, write that down. That's a new fucking thing. Rashida Tlaib, or I think it's Tlaib. The T's right after the L's right after the T. So Tlaib, claims Dem leadership uses parties, minority members, as tokens of diversity. Well, yes. Yes, they do. Yes, you do have diversity. Yes, you have diversity. Another sign emerged Saturday of frustration between far-left Democrats in Congress and their party's entrenched leadership. Rashida Tlaib, Democrat, Michigan, claimed on a Twitter message Saturday that she and other minority members of the party have been used as tokens whenever the party wants to project an image of inclusiveness. Well, now, in fairness, aren't they? I mean, aren't they an example of that? A minority congresswoman or, senator or whatever the fuck it might be, wouldn't the fact that you're there be... Wow, I'm really taking a while to say this. Wouldn't that be exactly that? Wouldn't that be inclusiveness? Wouldn't that be diversity? Why is it a bad thing that they're saying, look, we have diversity here. This is what we are. This is what we believe in. Why is that a bad thing? It's always got to be something else. Why can't it just be what it is? Yeah, they're showing, hey, look, Democrats, the Democratic Party, we have diversity. We have people from all races, religions as part of our party. That's what we believe in. And now it's a problem that they're putting it out there as one of the strengths of the party. But if they weren't having any, if they weren't doing that, then it'd be a problem too. The other way. Oh, they're not even recognizing the fact that I'm the first African American, whatever. I'm the first Native American, whatever. I'm the first Muslim. Yeah. If they don't do that, then that's a problem. But if they acknowledge it, well, you should just look at them like people. They're just people. They're just people. You can't win. There's no way. There's no way to win in this situation in society anymore. The message appeared to be triggered. Oh, triggered. I'm triggered. By a California Muslim activist assertion that Democratic leaders hadn't been adequately supportive of U.S. Rep. Ilhan Omar, Democrat, Minnesota, who has been accused of trivializing the 9/11 terror attacks as some people did something. Well, that's probably also taken out of context. They put us in photos when they want to show our party is diverse. Yeah. However, when we want to ask to be at the table or speak up about issues that impact who we are, what we fight for, and why we ran in the first place, we are ignored. To truly honor our diversity is to never silence us. Well, I guess she got a little point there. If that's actually how it's going. If little Tlaib He's at the table going, oh, pick me, pick me, pick me. She's always the last one or even left out for the big kickball game. I could see how that's a problem. That would upset somebody. I did not run for Oh, this is the Omar guy. I did not run for Congress to be silent, Omar wrote. I did not run for Congress to sit on the sidelines. Sounds like a Dr. Seuss book. I did not run for Congress to be silent. I did not run for Congress to be heard. I did not run for silence. For Congress to be upset. I ran for silence because I'm a turd. That was weak. That was petty. That was horseshit of a joke, but it's the only thing I could think of that rhymed with heard. He wants to fight to defend our democracy. Congratulations. Okay, so, I don't know. More and more we are realizing that the POC piece of clit are used as props by the Democrats. Yeah, well, I've been saying that for a while now, but, putting it out there as a strength of the party is a good thing, but I think that'll reach a lot of people and matter to a lot of people. But I also, you got to follow through on the back end there. You kind of got to just, if you're not, this was bound to happen if you're just, using them as that and not listening to anything they fucking say. That's going to be a problem. Okay. All right. Oh, what? You want to pass this bill? No. End of the line. What? We're taking a diversity campaign photo? Hey, Obalaba, come up to the front of the line here. You're my best friend. Policy? Nah, get the fuck in the back of the line. Okay. So, yeah, that seems to be what they're doing, which is shitty. So, fuck them again. 2 sixes. Back to the NBA. Apparently, it's a national news story. That 2 Sixers players spotted looking at cell phones during playoff loss to Nets. Motherfuckers. Now that pisses me off even more, you fucking cocksuckers. In a sold out arena at home, you're on your fucking cell phone during the game. Fans at the NBA's Philadelphia 76ers were once told to trust the process as the team looked to rebuild. Nobody that was in that trust the process time, besides the head coach, are even in the organization anymore. So can we stop that? Who knew that the process would include watching players look at a cell phone on the bench during an embarrassing playoff loss on their home court? This year, NBA postseason got off to a rough start for the Sixers. They lost game 1, 111-102. Late in the fourth quarter, with the Sixers trailing and the Philly crowd having booed the home team for much of the game, TV cameras showed players Amir Johnson and Joel Embiid on a cell phone screen instead of the action on the court. That's fucking bullshit. That's the fucking shit that pisses me off, motherfucker. All those people came out there to fucking see you guys play and you're looking at your fucking phone. How about be involved in the game, fucking asshole? After the game, the Sixers fined Johnson and an unspecified amount for conduct detrimental to the team. I take full responsibility and will accept the consequences of my actions, he said. I also apologize to my teammates, the 76ers organization, and the fans for the distraction has caused. Yeah, you're a fucking douchebag. Embiid tried to provide an explanation. I just looked down because he said his daughter was extremely sick and he was checking on her. Of course I go 100 miles an hour and now I feel a little bad. But nevertheless, Coach Brett Brown called the bench behavior completely unacceptable. And it is. It is. You shouldn't even have your fucking phone out there. Embiid did manage to contribute 22 points and 15 rebounds despite having missed nearly a month's worth of games before tendonitis in his left knee. Jimmy Butler continued, but it wasn't enough. Brooklyn led, and Game 2 is scheduled for Monday night, as I said earlier. Pay attention to the game, Embiid. I don't give a fuck about Amir Johnson. Fuck him. He's not, he's not the star of the fucking team. You are. When you do that shit, it's going to be noticed. Be a little smarter than that. Come on. Patriot patrol car lettering sparks backlash in California City. A Southern California police department is drawing both praise and ire for the new Star-Spangled logo on the side of the Patriots of the patrol vehicles, according to reports. The police car looks like a regular police SUV with a white passenger and rear door panel. The words police have red, white, and blue. In the lettering, it looks like the American flag is running through them. So, just so everybody knows. The Laguna Beach Police Department in Orange County recently added American flag-style lettering to the word police on the sides of the vehicles. Folks thought it was a SWAT team. Federal agents, designer Chris Badada observed. So it had a very striking, strong impact. So much that I think there might be some unintended consequences. Why? People are actually ridiculous enough to bring up comments about our cop cars have the American flag on them. Yeah? Well, what are they saying? I'm still not seeing anything that... What a non-story this is. No, I'm seeing nothing. Local artist Carrie Woodburn told the Times that the sign was too aggressive, saying that she felt it didn't represent the community. Laguna Beach is a city about... It didn't represent the community of Americans living in the United States. I don't care what country you're from. You're in the United States. Fuck you if you don't like the American flag. Sorry. That's just how I feel about it. Fuck you. If the sight of the American flag upsets you, fuck you. How about that? That's how I feel. All right. Let's see. What is this? I'm not going to go here. I don't care about that. BTS performed on Saturday Night Live and fans went crazy. What the fuck is BTS? Boy tit syndrome. That's probably what it is. I'm putting my money on boy tit syndrome. Boy tit syndrome. Bitch tit syndrome. Something I was familiar with before I started going back to Planet Fitness. All right, what is this? Why does this page scroll like a fucking asshole? All right, BTS. Saturday Night Live. BTS became the first Korean pop or K-pop group to perform on SNL. Korean pop music has been steadily growing in popularity. The group's high-energy dance moves and pitch-perfect vocals as they performed Boy With Love and Mic Drop drew screams and applause. All right, let's try to find a video on the YouTubes. See if the YouTubes... No, I don't want that. Where's the YouTubes? YouTube. BTS. Okay. SNL, I guess I can type in. Okay. Emma Stone and Cicely Strong are freaking out about BTS on SNL. All right, let's see this here. This is Boy With Love.
Ladies and gentlemen, BTS.
All right. They have different colored hair. One blue, one red, one blonde. Which, by the way, that's cultural appropriation. Koreans don't have blonde hair. I'm fucking offended. What is this? Is that a girl? Not to mention that I don't think any of them are singing. This is the douchiest thing I think I've ever seen. They're definitely not singing. That's fucking terrible. Why does anybody like that? I don't get it. If you could even hear it, I apologize if you couldn't hear it. You can search BTS on SNL. I'm done with that. I'm not going to torture you people with that. Chaos at Walmart. We'll end with this. We'll close with this, because I'm a man. I'm 40. Chaos at Walmart. As woman performs karate, son exposes himself, dogs steal food. Oh, and boy, does that woman look hot. Yeah, she looks like fucking Gargamel from the goddamn Smurfs. Chaos descended on a Wisconsin Walmart store Wednesday night after a karate-performing mother, her naked son, and their belligerent dog. Can the dog be belligerent? Does the dog know it's being belligerent? I don't think the dog knows it's being belligerent. He's just running around the Walmart going, is this a place with more food? Oh, look, there's food everywhere. Food. Oh, there's food. I could shit here. I think that's all that's all the dog's doing. They shoplifted and ran amok in the store. The Eau Claire Police Department said on social media that the officers responded to a call that a woman, Lisa Smith, 46, and she looks 60, and her dog, Bo, shoplifted items from the store. The woman's son, 26-year-old Benny Van, was causing chaos in the store as well. Police learned that Smith came into the shop with Bo unleashed, with the dog immediately running off toward customers, while the woman was pulling apart displays in the store and placing them in her cart. Okay, as I snort into the mic. After being told to leave the store, the woman began showing off her karate moves in the parking lot to fend off police officers. God, I wish there was a video. The dog tried to flee the crime scene. He didn't know it was a crime scene. The dog was just running. This is Fox News. Come on, Fox News. The dog didn't try to flee the crime scene. The dog was just running away from someone trying to get it. He had no idea. It doesn't know what a crime scene is. The dog tried to flee the crime scene, albeit unsuccessfully, with a box of Jiffy cornbread muffin mix in his mouth. After a brief fight with the officers, Smith was arrested. A last-ditch attempt, she tried to kick a window out of the police car. Her raucous son, meanwhile, was getting fully naked and began exposing himself to other customers at the store. He then tried to cover himself with new clothes from the store without intending to pay for them. After officers confronted Van, he threatened to run over them with his scooter, prompting the police to use physical force to stop the scooter and arrest the man. The mother was charged with disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, and this is not going to end well for the dog. Why do I have a feeling? And a misdemeanor bail jumping. The son is facing charges of lewd and lascivious, whatever, behavior, disorderly conduct, and retail theft. The only character to get off scot-free is Bo the dog. Bo was caught by the officers in the store and brought to the Humane Association. The dog was not charged. We are issuing a warning for the theft, a police officer said. Okay. So the dog got away. The dog lives. The dog will hopefully be adopted to a much more fitting family. And that has been episode 40, you sons of bitches. So get on with your Sunday. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Minds. I'm not on Gab anymore. I do nothing with it, but it's a free speech format, so go enjoy it if you so choose. I'll talk to you guys before Easter, so, have fun preparing all your shit for your family and all that shit, and eat a lot of ham. Eat a lot of ham. And take care of yourself so you don't have to take gout medication at 32 years old. Go to the gym, exercise, don't be a piece of shit like this guy. Double thumbs pointing back at myself. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you for listening, and thank you for subscribing to the show. Have a great day, you fucks. Just saying. Later.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
I'm just saying, don't get upset. Let's get to the bottom of it. I'm just saying, don't you take it personally. I'm just saying.